ourselves up on YouTube as well. But I do want to let everyone know that we are recording our service tonight. Of course, at the end of our Seder Rosh Hashana, at the end of our program, we will unmute everybody and give everyone a chance to socially connect and to wish one another a happy and sweet new year. The first holiday that was impacted by the quarantine was, of course, Passover. And at the Passover Seder, it was both remote and intimate for many of us. We were joined together by Zoom, and our laptop computers became part of the table setup for our Seders. It was an opportunity for us to connect, and we did a short Seder together. And then for all of us, or for many of us, it was an opportunity to join together with people who were physically distant, but still able to share the experience. So with those thoughts in mind, we decided that we would begin Rosh Hashanah with a Seder Rosh Hashanah, for us to do the table ritual together as one large family, as one large community, and then sit down to our individual meals. I just want to suggest that to participate in some of the rituals for the next half hour or so, you might want to have a challah with you, a cup of wine, some candles perhaps, because we will light candles for Shabbat and Yom Tov in a few moments. Gather together virtually or in person, any children or grandchildren who are with you so that we can offer them blessings. And of course, some apples and honey so we can wish one another a sweet new year and enact that process of sweetness as well. So we begin, as is our custom on Friday nights, with the lighting of candles. Tonight, because it is Friday night, the blessing for the candles includes Shabbat and Yom Tov, both the holiday and the regular weekly cycle of Shabbat. And then we will end the blessings over the candles with Shehecheyanu. And for those of you who want to follow the ritual that we are performing, you can find it in your machzor, in your High Holiday prayer book, beginning on page 30. And I see in the chat that I might be breaking up a bit. I will try my best. I am staying close to the microphone. So let us hope, with all that is imperfect, that mostly we will know where we all are. So the candle lighting, page 30, the blessings for Shabbat, Yom Tov, and for all good things that come around once a year.
Candles aren't going to stay.
Shana Tova, everyone. It is so wonderful to see you all here. And I just am going to take this opportunity to extend just the warmest wishes to everyone in our community, to all of your families, for a healthy year, a happy year, a sweet year, a year with full of blessings and happy surprises, and everything that can be better should be better. And I have my daughters here, and out of the frame is my son-in-law, and together we will do the blessing or lead the blessing. And please join us if you are lighting candles at this moment too. And it's going to take a minute because my wick is not a happening thing here. Theater is so hard. There we go. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lahadlik ner shel Shabbat v'shel Yom Tov. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Good Yantiv,
Amen.
Shabbos.
Good Shabbos, good Yantif. Just to remind everybody, we do those things, we reference those things that come about more frequently and then the ones that are most special. So good Shabbos and good Yantif, everyone. So we now come to the moment for blessing. It is our custom on Friday nights that we all bless ourselves and one another. Tonight, I'd like us to do the traditional blessings and hold our children and those in our families and those in our closest circles very much in our thoughts if they are not in the room with us. I am going to begin with the blessings for sons and daughters, and then the cantor will join me and we will recite the blessing for all of us. I just want to suggest that people who are together with others, please do put your arms around each other, put your hands on each other's heads, put your hand over your own heart as you experience these blessings. Yisimech Elohim Kisara Rivka Rachel V'Leah. May God make you like our foremothers, Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel. Yisimcha Elohim Ke'Ephraim V'Chemenashe. And may God make you like the beloved children of Joseph, who were given a special blessing by their grandfather. May God make you like Ephraim and Menashe. And now the priestly blessing that culminates with the blessing for peace. Cantor.
Eloheinu Elohei Avotenu Barucheinu Babracham Shuleshet Batorah Ktuba Yedei Moshe Avtecha Hamura Mipi Aaron Vanav Kohanim Am Kedoshecha Kamor Yevarechecha Adonai V'yishmerecha.
May Adonai bless you, and may Adonai protect you.
Yaher Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May Adonai's countenance shine on you and grant you the kindness you need in the new year.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha ve'asem lecha shalom.
May Adonai's countenance be lifted towards you, and throughout your life, may you be granted all of the blessings of peace, shalom, holiness, and wholeness. And we say, Amen. There is a tradition of women's prayer that are referred to as techinas. And these prayers were gathered together in books that were used in women's private worship. The Techina literature differs from the prayers in our prayer book in that it is often more from the heart and more directed to the life of the home. There is on the left side of page 30 a Techina for this moment, for the candle lighting and the blessing of the children. And I turn to my daughters to read it now in English from page 30.
I light the candles, close my eyes, shield my face with my hands, and retreat into solitude to find my way to you. Please, a new year, fresh, a clean slate, a true beginning, a year of health and strength, work which brings sustenance and meaning, permission to rest and savor, abundant love, laughter, joy. The same and more for my beloved family, my cherished friends. Cessation of the horrors, the throbbing of war, violence, cruelty. Peace for us, the human family, and for our home, your world. I chant the ancient words, uncover my face, open my eyes. I am ready for a new year.
Amen.
It's a lovely and powerful prayer that we can make as our own this year. And now we turn to page 31 for the Kiddush. Normally, when we make Kiddush at Friday night services, we begin with the second paragraph, with the blessing over the wine and then the Asher Bachar Banu. But I've asked the cantor to begin tonight with the paragraph above it, the paragraph for Shabbat, that we are reciting because I understand our Zoom call tonight as a gathering of all of our individual households into one big communal household. So as we are around the communal table, we begin Kiddush with Vayehi Erev, Vayehi Voker, Yom HaShishi, then the Kiddush, and at the very end of the Kiddush, we wait one more moment before we drink the wine for the Shechayanu, so that we can all say that. Please do in your individual homes, feel free to join together with the cantor as we lift the cup of blessing for Kiddush, for Rosh Hashanah and Shabbat.
Vayehi erev, vayehi boker, yom hashishi. Vayechulu hashamayim ve'aretz v'chot tzvam. Vayechal Elohim bayom hashvi'i. Melachto asher asa. Vayishpot bayom hashvi'i. Mikol melachto asher asa. Vayivarech Elohim et Yom HaShvi'i v'kadesh oto ki bo Shabbat mikol melachto asher bara Elohim lasod. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Borei peri agafen.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol am veromemanu mikol lashon v'kiddeshanu b'mitzvotav. Vatiten lanu Adonai Eloheinu be'ahava et yom hashabat hazeh v'et yom hazikaron hazeh yom zichron teruah be'ahava mikra kodesh zecher yitziat Mitzrayim. Ivanu v'acharta v'yotzanu kidashta mikol hamim udvacha emet v'kayam lad. Baruch atah Adonai Ay, melech hakol haaretz, mekadesh hashabat v'Yisrael. Melech hakol haaretz, mekadesh hashabat v'Yisrael. V'yom hazikaron. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Shechianu v'kiyemanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
L'chaim, everyone. Before we make motzi and have the apples and honey and other sweet treats, we did want to include one song from the Friday night Rosh Hashanah service. And we chose the prayer, Hashana, which is found in your machzor on page 9. Hold on one second. Okay. Hashkivenu is the prayer for protection at nightfall. It's a prayer that imagines that there are threats outside of our homes, and at night we are particularly conscious and aware of that which makes us anxious. So we pray to God. We ask for protection at nightfall. We ask that those forces around us that would make us ill or unsafe are kept at bay, and that we experience the Sukkah of peace. The cantor will lead now, Hashki Venu, if you'd like to follow page 9.
Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom v'hamidenu Malkeinu l'chaim ufros aleinu sukkot shlomecha ufros aleinu sukkot shlomecha v'taknenu b'etza tova milfanecha ve'oshienu למען שמך ויגן בידינו ויסר מעלינו אויב דבר אויב דבר דבר וחרב ורעב ויגון ויסר שטן מלפנינו מאחרינו ובציל כנפיך תסתירנו כי אל שומרנו מצילנו אתה כי אל מלך חנון ורחום אתה ושמור צאצאנו ובואנו לחיים ולשלום מעתה ועד עולם ופרוס עלינו סוכת שלומך ברוך אתה אדוני הפורש סוכת שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל עמך ועל ירושלים.
Amen. So now we come to the special foods of Rosh Hashanah, the symbolic foods. Many of us have been preparing and thinking about this holiday now for weeks. And now we've come to this moment, and we turn a little bit to symbolic magic to bring us that last little bit, setting up for a good new year. So I want to turn to Mickey at our family table to make the motzi over the challah. Please feel free to join us, and then to have some honey to dip the challah in. I'm going to be dipping my challah in date honey. Because as you might know, oh, excuse me for 1 second. Date honey is the original honey that they had in the land of Israel. They did not have bee honey. So when they talk about Israel as a land flowing with milk and honey, dates were what they were referencing. So Mickey, I turn to you for the motzi.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz.
Amen.
Amen. And as we add a little bit of honey to our apple or to our challah, Yehi ratzon milfanecha, Adonai Eloheinu v'elehei avotenu v'imotenu. God, ruler of space and time, God of our ancestors, Shetechadesh aleinu shana tova umituka. As we dip our bread now in honey rather than in salt, we ask for a sweet new year. B'tei avon, everyone. And I have in front of me a platter with some special foods on it that we also use to celebrate the holiday. The first is I have some lettuce from a head of Bib lettuce. And when you have some lettuce or have a head of lettuce, you say, Yehi Ratzon, Sheniyeh LaRosh V'lo L'Zanav. This year, as I eat a head of lettuce at my Rosh Hashana table, may I be a head, a leader, and not a tail, a follower during the year ahead. And so too, I have a little beet here on my table. And the word beet is selek. And selek means to remove, to push away. And we say here, God, it is our wish that all that would attack us, any enemies, should be removed from our presence as we eat a beet. And then we have a pomegranate. And the pomegranate, as you know, is filled with hundreds of seeds. And the rabbi said if you count them properly, every pomegranate has 613 seeds in it. And so our blessing is, may our lives be as filled with good deeds as a pomegranate is filled with seeds. And here is a carrot. And a carrot is called gezer. And the word gezar in Hebrew means the decree. So as we eat a carrot at our Rosh Hashana table, we say, may it be God's will that any evil decree against us be torn up and good merits only be read before us. And I want to give you something for your table. You might think of making some other connections as well, even in English. They don't have to be based on Hebrew names. So I want to give you just one example, which is the date. As you eat a date at your Rosh Hashana table, you might offer the blessing, may it be God's will that all of my single friends have dates this year. So have some fun with this, enjoy the symbolic foods, and may we be blessed by them. And finally, before a closing blessing and a closing song, I want to, every Friday night, we have a deck of angel cards that we read from. Angel cards are cards that represent the different angels who fly around the world on Friday night and asking which angel will accompany us during the week ahead. Well, on Rosh Hashanah, you pull out from a different deck of angel cards, and we pull an angel who will accompany us for the entire year ahead. And I want to assure you that these are chosen randomly. Often I ask people on the Zoom to pick a card, but I've chosen a card from our deck of special Rosh Hashanah angel cards. These are cards which printed on them are to illustrate the angel are Israeli stamps. And this angel card that we have chosen for the year ahead is Gemishut, which means flexibility. And the Israeli stamp that is on it is a stamp honoring interpretive dancers. So may we be blessed during the year to come, whatever it is that faces us, to have the flexibility we need to find the sweetness even in the bitter, and to be able to make sure that it is a year of goodness and sweetness for us all. So I want to end our Seder with one final song to conclude our service, and that song is Yigdal. And I want to turn to Cantor Grossman now to lead the Yigdal in a special high holiday melody. The Yigdal reflects the 13 principles Maimonides offered, 13 things we might believe and affirm, including the fact that God will bring about a redeemed world. So Cantor Yigdal in the High Holiday Melody to conclude our Seder tonight.
יגדל אלוהים חי וישתבח, נמצא והנה מציאותו, אחד ואין יחיד כייחודו, נעלם וגם אין סוף לאחדותו, אין לו דמות הגוף ואינו גוף, לא נערוך אלא קדושתו, קדמון לכל דבר אשר נברא, ראשון ואין ראשית לראשיתו, הינו אדון עולם וכל נוצר, יורה גדולתו ומלכותו, שפע נבואתו נתנו אל אנשי סגולתו ותפארתו, לא קם בישראל כמו שעוד, נביא ומבין את אמונתו, תורה דמת נתן לעמואל, על יד נביאו נאמן ביתו, לא יחליף האל ולא ימיר דתו, לעולמים לזולתו, צופה ויודע סתרנו, מביט בסוף דבר בקדמתו, גומל לאיש חסד כמפעלו, נוטה לרשע רע גרישתו, ישלח לקץ ימין משיחנו, לבדוד מחכה קץ ישועתו, מתים יחיים ברוב חסדו, ברוך עבדי עד שם תהילתו.
So before we wish each other a Shana Tova, Yasher Koach, Cantor Grossman, I do want to mention that we did not live stream this tonight to YouTube. We will be live streaming tomorrow on YouTube. So if you would like to have a view that is largely just the view of the sanctuary and the Bima, feel free to follow us on YouTube. Perhaps that'll also mean some of you can watch on your home television set rather than just on computer. Services tomorrow start at 9 o'clock, and I want to wish everyone L'Shana Tova Tikatevu V'Techatemu. May we all, ourselves, our families, our communities, our circles of friends, our nation, be blessed with good turnings for the year ahead. Please, everyone, feel free to unmute yourselves, and we will wish each other Shana Tova.
Shana Tova. Sweet New Year for everybody.
Shana Tova, everybody.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
781.
Tova.
Aaron, I like the candle.
Hey, buddy.
I'm kneeling.
Janet.
Kneeling. I need it.
Hey, Janet.
Ah, this is it.
Michelle.
You do that. Oh, that's showing everybody's face. He sent the funny thing.
Okay.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, okay, so it's going.
Well, thanks. That was wonderful. Thank you, Rabbi Gordon.
Thank you, Nancy.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Oh,
Shana Tova, everyone.
I don't know how it's
oh, shit.
Tova, Elaine.
I'll find it.
Natalie. And family on here.
Elaine
Hey.